Our topic today is programmable homes and energy management. Welcome. Can you talk a little bit about what IBM is doing in the realm of programmable homes and energy management?
Yeah, sure. So look, I'll take the first piece. So from a software group perspective, we're really working on the connectivity aspects of this. So how do you actually connect the devices within your home to a gateway, and then up to the cloud, where we can apply things like big data and analytics to really help energy companies, derive new value from data that they can receive from smarter homes, and also for consumers as well, so they can have innovative new applications that maybe they have smartphone control to devices within their home whilst they're off-premise and things like that.
Yeah, we're seeing radical change in the smart home. We've been talking about this for years and try to automate the home for years, but there's never been a cost-effective way to do it. With what Neil's putting together with the IoT Foundation, we now have a cost-effective way to connect all these devices. But again, what do you do when you connect? How do you make money doing it? If you think about the value chain that we all learned in business school, if I make a washing machine, I have a steel guy, I have wires, I have motors, and then I build this thing, and then I have a distribution channel and someone who sells it, and that's my value chain. Well, that's important to optimize, but it's actually irrelevant to the smart home. If I have a washing machine or a dishwasher or a stove, how is the customer using that? So what's the customer doing? What is my life around my stove? I'm watching the TV and I'm seeing the Food Network and I say, hey, I like that recipe, I want that. What do I have in my refrigerator? I can talk through a Siri-type communication or type on an application, however this interface works. Say, what do I have? My grocery store knows what I have, so if I have a Kroger frequent buyer card, I can know exactly what I have in my inventory. And then I can say, what do I need? What's my delta? What can I cook with Chef Watson with our analytics behind this? And now I can pull retail for groceries, to white goods for cooking, to consumer watching TV for entertainment, pull that into the value chain, because that's the value chain of the consumer. And that's where you change the game, is changing that value chain.
Ted, to pick up on that, basically look at this as a three-layer cake. The devices down below that Neil's talking about that connect and have to be managed, right? Registered, managed, all the security and monitoring, et cetera, and all the analytics associated with that. Smarter home, we looked at 4 pillars associated with when we first came out with IBM's Smarter Home enabled by cloud 4 years ago. Safety and security, energy management, health and well-being, and then media and entertainment or automation. So if you look at HVAC or lighting, or you look in your living room, or you look in the kitchen or laundry, all of these devices, all are now being showcased here and starting to connect, but they need to be associated with me, the digital consumer, my home, including the car. So the bottom is all these devices. The middle is all of the GORP with the IoT Foundation, what we call Bluemix, the API economy that Ted's talking about, the plug-and-playness of these devices with services, and up above in the third layer is every industry. So now Procter & Gamble from a consumer packaged goods is looking at the data that they could maybe get exposed to associated with the wash that has to do with the right soap. Or you look at insurance that now wants to play with the connected car, right? And new policies that will be into the future. So the world is actually, an oyster of new applications and services that we haven't even seen yet in this, the composability of all of these services that is going to be the new value that Ted's talking about and that Neil's talking about, of the services across all these industries to any of these devices for the consumer.
Now, how quickly do you think we're going to see this evolution?
Go ahead.
Well, I think we're seeing some of it today. I mean, I think if you walk around the floor here at CES, there's some fantastic innovation right across this spectrum. You'll see an awful lot of things in smarter home, you'll see an awful lot of things in smarter energy. I think, the exciting thing is actually the device connectivity, getting this stuff simple to do, accessible on the cloud and available as a service, so you can have a pay-per-device model, is letting many, many companies start very small. And they'll be the winners of the future. They'll be the guys who are developing, millions and then billions of connected devices of the future.
Yeah, Neil's touched upon the key business change that has occurred over the last 3 years. Before last year, if you wanted to do this, if you were a white goods manufacturer or any electronics manufacturer, you had to invest tens of millions of dollars to build the infrastructure to do this. Today, I can do it on a freemium swipe your credit card, don't even need to go to the capital expenditure, don't have to tell the CFO what you're doing. I can run a pilot on my expense account instead of spending $20 million.
If I look at on-demand, and I just want to get started, as he said, and open up an account, like with IBM on IoT, software, et cetera, and start to publish my application for other people to discover and play with, and then go for a ride associated with these composable and API capabilities. Now you got the composition of new companies who've never ever talked to each other before, but now they're exposing, right, in this API economy, a new exchange for this really to be possible. It's because the consumer has grown up with the internet, the device manufacturer has been experimenting for years, and now the capabilities of a composable service capability that allows everybody, an ecosystem, third-party companies, major manufacturers down to the chip level, to really implement this so that it's interoperable for the consumer. That is what's needed.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Jim.